today I'm joined by my guest Ben Smith of Miles and Barr Estate Agents. How you doing, Ben?
I'm good, David. How are you?
Yeah, really well, thank you.
Good.
Today we're talking about Hive and your use of it within the business. And I guess one of the questions I always ask an agent is, what was life like before you used a certain product, and what does it look like now? But
Yeah.
you told me off camera that you've been using this for so long, it's almost like ingrained in your DNA there.
Yeah.
And you've used it to some great effect. But if you can sort of reach back and sort of remember what life was like before Hive, and tell us a little bit about how you use it today.
Yeah, sure. So I guess the reason we've the longevity with Hive is, their services to estate agents has been various different products over the years. So our journey with them has been a long one, using different products. I think specifically today we're talking about iPack. So prior to the iPack sort of launch, like most agents, we had that whole of how do we present information to buyers, how do we collate that information in a logical and a clear way. So I guess life before iPacs was there wasn't really the tool to actually, or the
It was
vehicle
the
to get it
wild
there.
west of
Yeah.
I remember as agents, before we started doing anything with upfront information, the process we went through is, actually, should we say less rather than more?
Yeah. What can we get away with?
Yeah, should we not give that detail across? And I think today, legally, the onus has really sort of flipped entirely, where we now need to go out of our way to provide upfront information. But and as much as an agent can use an iPack to tick the box to say, yes, we've provided that upfront information, you guys have turned it into a bit of an instruction winner, a listing.
Yeah.
So
Very much so. Yeah.
tell us a bit about that.
Well, I think so. Sort of reversing a little bit, I wholeheartedly believe in the upfront information side of things. So I was quite passionate about this product. When I spoke to Bruce about it, I actually sort of committed some of my time actually into helping with some of the development from an estate agency sort of perspective, because I really do believe it's the right thing to do, and the way forward for the industry to help speed up sales, cut down on fall throughs, etc. So the kind of ethos from the beginning was, how can we pull that together in a way that is easily digested by buyers, pulls in the information all into one place. So I was really keen to help with that. What we didn't anticipate was the impact it would have on our listings. So actually going out on valuations and showing homeowners that we're going to promote your property with effectively a mini website of your home, and demonstrating it on an iPad or your mobile phone, so they can visualize what you're talking about, and taking them through the information that's actually within the iPack, actually blew people away. They were really impressed. It's something that they haven't seen before, really. So for us, it was a massive USP going out against our competitors, because we were one of the first ones in the UK to actually launch the products with Hive. So it's ended up being an instruction winning tool for us, a USP for the business, along with the benefits of providing buyers with that information, helping them make informed decisions, and then hopefully seeing the fruits of the labor from there, of less fall throughs and faster transactions.
Because I think that's probably one of the first things that prospective sellers do. When they're looking at which agent to choose, or they're thinking about going on the market with an agent, they inevitably do that journey, don't they, almost as a buyer,
Yes.
to see what agents out there are active,
Yeah.
how are they presenting the properties, and looking at what an iPack can do in terms of the upfront information and the extra sort of bits and pieces that really separately might not be interesting, but all put together in one accessible format. Which seller in their right mind wouldn't want that? It's absolutely fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think the problem with a lot of sellers, they're still uneducated in that they don't know the kind of rules and regulations. So they don't know that agents should be doing this, and they certainly don't understand the benefits of agents doing it. So there's still a massive education piece to deal with when you're out there in the field talking to sellers. But even if you just stripped all that to one side, if you just show someone that, look, all of your home information is there, the location information is there, all the property information, all of the kind of legal information, it's a bit of a no-brainer, and it looks really cool. I think it opens their eyes, really.
I think the best sort of bits of prop tech and solutions that we end up using as agents are the ones where we've been able to collaborate together with the providers to try and get it right, because it has to be fit for purpose.
Yeah.
We used to have an awful lot of solutions looking for a problem, but it's always nice if you've got a solution that has been properly tailored to the needs of agents, and it's great to hear that you've had that input. So just in terms of working with Hive, I mean, I can garner the answer from what you've said already, but I'm presuming they're always receptive, and in terms of customer service, they work very much in tandem with you.
Yeah, very much. I found out literally just today, Bruce has messaged me, keen for a catch up and sort of another debrief, just constantly looking to innovate and evolve, really. I think that's one thing that they're really good at, is just trying to keep ahead of things and not resting on what they've kind of got, if that makes sense.
Always trying to improve it.
Improve the product, improve the service and what it sort of delivers, really. So yeah, very, very accessible, very amenable, really good guys to work with. And I think the one thing I like about Hive is I think they do understand very much the estate agents. They're not estate agents, but they understand what we do and what we need, and I think that makes it easier to work with.
And it's that fine balance of sort of functionality. They know what it needs to do, but it's also presentation as well. So it fits really nicely, integrates into websites and CRMs and the rest of it. I think that bit of connectivity makes it really come to life.
Yeah, and a lot of it's automated. So again, for us, the sort of click of a button, we've just transferred over to Street from Alto previously. But with both CRM systems, it's been seamless. The use of iPacks, we literally upload the property, and then within seconds we get an email back with the link to the iPack, completely formulated, ready to go. So we don't actually have to do much ourselves, different to what you would normally do of instructing a property and listing it on the portals.
So I could guess the answer to the next question, but would you be happy to recommend Hive to an agent that isn't your direct competitor?
Yeah. I mean, that's
it's always the question we ask, because we're happy to recommend something, but if everybody's got it,
I think that the principle of the idea of iPacks and all agents really should be embracing it. Definitely love to keep this USP to ourselves for as long as we can in our patch. That's for sure. I would highly recommend it. It's well worth exploring. If nothing else, for a listing instruction sort of winning tool. But
it sounds like it's a good ROI for you guys in terms of what you invest in it and what you get back over the both in terms of functionality and ticking that box on upfront information, but looking at it as an instruction winner, that is superb, really.
Well, I think if you think of estate agency, it's hard to get a USP these days, isn't it? There's not much out there. So I mean, obviously there's lots of agents now using iPacks through Hive. I know that, but in any one geographical area, you're not going to be saturated. So you will be one of a handful of agents that have that up your sleeve for a while, I would say. So yeah, definitely.
Thank you very, very much for giving us your time today, Ben. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good to talk to you.